is now live on YouTube.
Okay, I'm sharing the link everywhere.
Do you see it already?
You can always get it on the top of Zoom.
Really? How crazy cool. Live. Meeting is. There we go. We're here, everyone.
Welcome.
For those of you joining us, we're going to be waiting just a little bit so people have a chance to get on before we start. What do you call a pig that does karate?
What, Madison? What do you call a pig that does karate?
A pork chop. I think it was NPR did like an animated series on this where like this kid thought pork chops and karate chops were the same thing. So he said that his grandma gave him karate chops every night, and then like CPS.
Did they call CPS? Oh, yeah. Good.
And then they figured out he was just saying pork chops.
Wow.
It was a really cute animated poem? What?
Are you talking about Shane Koikazan's poem?
Is it a poem? I thought it was an NPR thing.
Maybe NPR made an animated thing with it.
Maybe.
But yeah, it's very legit.
I watched it forever ago. But it stuck with me, so.
Yeah, so for everyone with us, thanks for being here already. We're gonna go ahead and hold house until 8:05. So you're just gonna have to bear with us and just stare at our beautiful faces for a little bit longer. I do have a joke prepared, just for your listening pleasure. No, it's okay. Okay, here goes. A man walks into a bar. Ouch. And that's the joke. That's all I got. So now it's going to be 3 minutes of pure silence. Sorry.
Why did the Clydesdale give the pony a glass of water?
Why did the Clydesdale give the pony the glass of water?
Because he was a little horse.
You got any more?
Yeah, I pulled up a whole website of them, so I'm kind of confused now.
You just gave away your secret. That's not good.
Oops. Wait, I got texted one. Did you hear about the fire at the circus?
Why?
Did you hear about it?
No.
Well, it was pretty intense.
Wow.
Shout out to Addie Simons for sending me that joke.
Addie, you're fired. We're actually canceling the our reading now. No, I'm just kidding. Don't leave. Don't leave. We're not canceling.
Wait, I found one that's relevant. Why do people say break a leg when you go on stage? Because every play has a cast.
It's terrible.
That one I thought was great.
It's terrible. We have requests for more. Keep going. Rail them off. We got a minute. How many can you get in a minute?
Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
Why?
Because he was outstanding in his field. Where can you buy soup in bulk?
Wait, what?
Where can you buy soup in bulk?
Soup in bulk. Where?
The stock market.
If
athletes get athlete's foot, if athletes get athlete's foot, what do elves get?
What?
Mistletoes.
And that's 8:05, everybody. We made it. You only had to endure a few awful jokes. So we're gonna go ahead and get it rolling. So hello, everyone, and welcome back to the quarantine series. I'm Logan Butcher. I'm a co-producer of the series. We are a Houston-based virtual play reading series that offers new plays a workshop process, rehearsals, and a directed public reading, all through virtual conferencing and live streaming. It's pretty dope. Tonight, we will be presenting Adderall Nation, new full-length comedy written by Addie Simons, who is a senior player at the University of Houston and just a talented player, just so talented. At the end of the presentation tonight, I will be facilitating a talkback with all the artists involved. So we'll be taking questions from the chat on our YouTube live. So make sure that you're logged into the chat so you can talk to us, and stay tuned to have your questions answered. We also we love hearing your live reactions in the chat. And so you could just talk. You can't really do that in a theater, but here on YouTube, you can just talk. You can be like, wow, that was so funny. Haha. So get in there, get in the chat, get logged in. Now, without any further ado or any terrible jokes, I'm going to turn you over to Carolyn Richards, who's reading stage directions and also performing the intercom announcements tonight. So I hope you enjoy the show, and I'll see you afterwards.
Prologue. Lights up on Benjamin at a table in his home. It is late in the evening, and he works on homework. His dad enters. Off stage, we hear a child playing the violin. It's kind of loud and screechy. Benjamin tries to read the question.
Ben, it's almost time for bed. You're going to have to get up early and finish this in the morning.
No, I'm almost done.
Too bad. Go take a bath.
No.
You've been working on this for hours. You should have been finished by dinner. Are you using the timer?
Please, just give me 10 more minutes.
You still have 8 questions left, and then we're going to have to check it. Just get ready for bed, and you can do it in the morning.
Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin's dad
Almost time
exits.
for bed. You're going to have to get up early. And
Benjamin presses his pencil into the paper so hard it breaks.
I'm almost done.
Too bad. Go take a bath.
The lights go out, and a single spotlight
You've been
shines
working
on
this
Benjamin.
for hours.
A beat plays.
Should have been finished by
He
dinner.
stands in his
Are you
chair.
using the timer?
Please, just give me 10 more minutes.
You still have
I am
8
one
questions
decade
left,
old.
And then we're going to have to check it.
And in the
Just get
next
ready for
one,
bed
I will
and you can do it in the
remember
morning.
sitting at this dining room table, attempting to grip a pencil, pushing through my math homework filled with rage. I will remember the sound of my brother's violin screeching loudly, my medicine long since worn off, holding back tears from arguing with my dad, wanting to prove him wrong, and also wanting to go to sleep. And out there is a generation of children just like me who share a collective childhood experience of toiling over math homework at dining room tables. The system is broken, not us.
Lights out. Scene 1. Lights up on the hallways of a small K-12 Christian school abuzz with activity. Enter Tristan and Leah.
So by the time I got into the car, my dad was so mad at me that I was not about to tell him that I forgot to take it.
Sucks to suck.
Tristan,
What? What am I supposed to do about it?
well, do you still keep your stuff in your locker?
Oh, you mean my prescription ADHD medication?
Hey,
Dude, you take the exact same medication as me. It's not like it's illegal.
actually it is illegal because it's different prescriptions. And even if it wasn't illegal, it's kind of a big deal because the next thing you know, I could be shooting up meth. And do you really want that on your consciousness?
Do you want it or not?
I want it.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Tristan. You don't even understand. There's no way I could get through this test without.
Mm.
Wait, what's this?
It's Vyvanse.
But I take Adderall.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not. These are blue. Adderall is orange.
Dude, it does the same thing. It's just different colors. Why are you being racist?
I'm just concerned about my health. Like, my body is used to my pill. So what if it can't handle yours and I have a seizure or worse, a heart attack, and then I die in the middle of the test?
I think if someone dies during a test, everyone passes by default. So if you want to take one for the team, I'm sure we'd all be pretty grateful. Oh my God. Hey, dude, I'm kidding. You're not going to die.
Well, I'm glad you think this is so funny because I actually had a cancer scare yesterday.
Oh, What kind was it this time? Fingernail cancer?
Stop it, Tristan. Ugh.
No, wait. Eyebrow cancer.
Actually, it was breast cancer, so
You are 17 years old.
it can come at any age.
Did you actually check your breasts for breast cancer?
Yes, and I thought I felt something. It was really scary.
Oh, I think you actually have a problem, dude.
Well, it's better safe than sorry.
The bell rings.
Hey, you should take one of these.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Tristan, this is the ACT. It goes to colleges.
Yeah, I didn't fill out any of the school forms, so it's not going anywhere.
Tristan, what if you decide to send it later? You'll have to pay for it.
Whatever. My mom will do it. It's just money.
So you're not even gonna try?
I'm just gonna bubble in random stuff. I don't feel like doing anything today.
Tristan, every day can't be a day you don't feel like doing anything. There's a name for that, and it's called homelessness.
That's kind of problematic, but okay.
They enter their special testing room for kids with learning disabilities. Jack is anxiously fidgeting and pacing the room. Micah is playing a game on his calculator.
Where is Miss Prophet? Hey, I'm talking here.
She's probably on her way, Jack.
It's 8:27.
You never start on time, Jack.
It is now 8:27. Everyone should be in their testing room. Proctors, you may begin passing out the tests. We will be starting at exactly 8:30.
Oh, don't listen to it, Jack.
Yeah, it's for the normal kids.
We are normal kids.
Oh, okay, fine. It's for the neurotypical kids. Better?
She glares at him, but is interrupted by the door swinging open. Mrs. Prophet enters. She is an elderly, eccentric woman who always seems kind of out of it.
Ma'am, I'm ready to start.
That's very good, Jack, but we won't be starting until...
It's 8:27.
Why don't you sharpen the pencils?
He starts to sharpen them, adding a buzzing noise to the rhythm of the room.
Oh, and let's open all the cracker sleeves now so the noise isn't a distraction.
Oh, can I get a cup of water to drink during the test?
Oh, good idea, Leah. Why don't you get a whole stack while you're at it so everybody can have one?
Come on, Tristan.
Hey, not so fast. As much as I hate to break up the happy couple, Leah, you are more than capable of doing it yourself.
Whoa, we're not a couple. I just wanted company.
Yeah, trust me. I'd rather hold hands with Jack than do anything remotely romantic with Leah.
Wait, what?
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He exits, slightly hurt.
That wasn't very nice.
What? What's wrong with Jack? He's a nice kid.
Mrs. Prophet, I've sharpened all the pencils.
Why don't you open up the Scantrons? Good morning, Micah. A man of few words, as usual.
All right, students, it is 8:30 and we will now begin the first section. Do not begin
Miss
work until I tell you to do so. You will have 45
Relax,
minutes to complete
Jack.
this section. During this time, you are
Relax.
only to work on section 1. If you finish before time is called, you may check your work, but you cannot move on to any other sections. Open the book to section 1, read the directions, and begin. Good luck. Micah sees the pill on Tristan's desk.
I mean, it's for Leah. Hey, you snooze, you lose. Here. Damn! Are you a snake?
All right, backpacks against the wall, children.
Are we starting now?
We will start when I say we are starting.
But is it reasonable to assume that we will be starting soon since we're putting our backpacks against the wall?
Where did Leah go?
Leah enters with a huge stack of cups.
I got cups.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, Tristan, I have given it some thought and I have decided that I will be taking the you know what today.
Oh, I gave it to Micah.
All right, Leah, sit down. We're going to start. Once everybody has their test, you may begin. You have plenty of time, so nobody is allowed to freak out. We'll take a stretch break in about 30 minutes. You may begin.
Spotlight on Leah.
Section 1, reading. Textiles were a large part of the Industrial Revolution. The Northeast manufactured cloth and clothing and made a living out of the entrepreneurship rather than the agricultural-based economy of the, oh my God, what did I just read? Okay, hold up. Textiles. Textiles were a large part of the, fuck, why is it so cold in here? Maybe if I eat some crackers, the kinetic energy of moving my jaw up and down will warm me up. Oh my God, these are so good. But it's just so cold in here. I need some more crackers. But I wasted like 10 minutes, yikes. Does it profit?
Ignore us, Jack. What is it, Leah?
Can we work on this tomorrow if we don't finish today?
I don't think so, but you can take as long as you need today.
Damn it. Okay. Here we go. Textiles.
Let's take a stretch break.
Scene 2. After school the same day. The bell rings and we hear rustling around. Lights up on Tristan and Leah.
Are you going to the super secret hiding spot today?
I gotta finish my test.
You didn't finish it this morning?
You might recall that I didn't take my medicine, Tristan. And why the fuck would you give a whole Vyvanse container to Micah?
Dude, I'm sorry, but he scares me. That kid is weird. You know, he licked the couch in the campus ministry room?
And?
Bad things have happened on that couch.
What? Like drugs?
No, Leah. Sex. Anal sex.
It is now 3:45. All students should be with a teacher or in extended care or they will receive a detention.
I gotta go. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye.
Leah exits. Lights up on Mrs. Prophet in her classroom. She stands over the desk occupied by Benjamin, a cute but mischievous 6th grader.
Well, when did you see your math homework last, Benjamin?
Oh,
Let's look in your backpack.
I don't think I would have put it in there.
What's this doing in here?
I love volleyball.
Leah enters.
Benjamin, I think you'd have a better time in school if you kept your balls out of your backpack. Ready to finish your test, Leah?
Yep.
What else is in here? Oh, would you look at this? Okay, Benjamin, I want you to sort these out by subject and be sure to make a trash pile.
Isn't a trash pile what the trash can is for?
No, the trash pile is to double check and make sure that you aren't throwing away anything important.
You don't trust me?
I trust you, but I know how sixth grade boys are. I have one of my own.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering, why do you always call Austin your son when he's actually your grandson?
Huh?
Mrs. Prophet, I am ready to take my test now.
Okay.
You're always
Go get it. It should be on my desk with everyone else's.
You're always saying he's your son when
But Ben, are you chewing gum?
it's just a pen cap.
Okay, let's get back to work, you two. I need to go get my copies. Leah, can you hold down the fort in here?
Sure thing.
Benjamin, be good.
He exits.
Are you out of your mind?
What?
You can't just ask that
Ask what?
about her grandson.
So he is her grandson.
Duh.
I'm just curious.
We all are, but you have to make it up in your imagination like everybody else.
Well, that's boring.
No, it's not. I actually have a very interesting theory that the parents were killed by the mafia, and now the children are in the witness protection program. And that's why she says he's her son and not a grandson.
Yeah, I just fell asleep.
Well, you're just a rude little boy.
I'm not a little boy. I'm 11 years old.
Yeah, that's cute.
No, I'm not cute, you stupid bitch.
Hey!
Mrs. Prophet enters. They both stop fighting and pretend to be working.
Everything okay while I was gone?
Yeah.
I was asking Leah.
Yep.
Good. Benjamin, how is the organizing going?
Good.
You don't look like you've done very much.
I was taking a break, but now I'm working.
I want to see a little more work from you.
I think my dad's gonna be here soon.
Well, let's keep working until he gets here.
Miss Prophet, do you remember that thing we filled out last week? The one for the colleges where it will send the scores to certain schools?
I think you should finish the test before you worry about sending it to colleges.
Oh, I'm finished. I don't want to send these scores to any colleges.
That bad, huh?
Yeah, I think I'm more of a SAT kind of girl.
Well, it should be in the stack. Here.
Miss Prophet, did you know that Zoe is sending her scores to NYU? I swear, she watches like 2 episodes of Gossip Girl. Now she's saying it's her dream school. Like, could you even believe that?
Mrs. Prophet, what time is it?
Time for you to work on your backpack until your dad gets here.
But Mrs. Prophet! Oh my God, did she die?
I don't know what to do.
Oh, do something.
Leah just stays frozen. Blackout. Scene 3. Lights up on the lockers. Tristan and Leah are mid-conversation.
What did you do?
Well, I froze up.
No, but like after that.
Well, I stayed frozen. Ben had to go get help.
Shit, dude. That's not good. You literally just watched her die.
She didn't die.
Either way, do you realize how bad that looks?
Look, I already feel bad about it, okay? Can we please just talk about something else?
Did you take your Adderall today?
Yeah. It's got me feeling kind of amped. Like, do you ever have that thing happen to you when you take your pills and then you can't breathe all the way and you keep yawning?
Huh?
Like, I keep trying to take a deep breath, but it's like there's not enough space in my lungs. And each try, I try to take a breath, and it's like there's more. I try to breathe, there's less space.
You should probably see a doctor about that, dude.
No, it's fine. I've had it my whole life.
You're probably dying.
You think so?
The bell rings. They enter their classroom and are ambushed by Jack.
Is Mrs. Prophet gonna be okay?
Yes, she's gonna be fine. Why is everybody freaking out?
And then she started foaming at the mouth, like maybes or something.
These?
She did not foam at the mouth.
Like that thing that Meredith did on The Office.
You mean rabies?
Oh, yeah.
She did not foam at the mouth. She just fell over. Benjamin, stop making things up.
Oh, yeah? Because I'm a rude little boy, huh, Leah?
Who's gonna be our teacher now?
I guess we just have to be our own teacher.
I mean, no offense to Mrs. Prophet, but isn't that basically what we were doing before?
Hey, respect the dead.
She's not dead.
Enter Coach Yeager, a tall, skinny basketball coach in his 30s.
Hello. Is this Mrs. Prophet's study hall?
Yeah.
Very good. I'm Coach Yeager. I'm going to be your sub for the next several months.
Is Mrs. Prophet gonna survive?
Oh my God, she's not dead.
You don't know that. Were you even really there?
Oh my God.
Whoa, excuse me. Young lady, if you use the Lord's name in vain one more time, that's gonna be a detention.
Huh?
If there is one thing I will not tolerate, it is disrespecting his name. Do you understand?
I'm sorry.
I'm not the one you should be apologizing to. All right, now everyone listen up. My name is Coach Yeager. I coach JV boys basketball. And like I said before, I'm going to be your sub. Now, I'm a very nice guy, but if you disrespect me, that will change. Do you understand? Now let's take roll. Tristan George.
Here.
You have two first names.
Shut up.
Jonathan McGregor.
It's Jack. Jackmacg.
Leah Silverman.
Here.
Micah Greer, what are you doing in here? Are you off probation yet? You know, we're playing North Van Christian next week. Oh, man, we gotta change that. I can't believe I didn't even realize you were in here. It was probably because you were being so, quiet and respectful. Hey. I don't want to hear another peep out of you guys. Benjamin Mazzolino. Why are you so much younger than everyone else?
What?
I thought this was a high school class.
It is. I am in high school.
No, Ben. He's in 5th grade, Coach Yeager.
Hey, watch your mouth, woman.
Whoa, that is no way to speak to a lady.
He's not a lady.
Look, I still don't understand what Benjamin is doing in here.
The school is K through 12, right? So there's only one classroom for all the ADHD kids in the whole school to take their tests and stuff in.
I don't have ADHD. I have ADD.
Same with me.
Well, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Okay, like it's not the same thing, but it's like one fits into the other.
No, don't try to backtrack. You said what you said.
No, like rectangles and squares.
No, hey now. I will not tolerate this, okay? Speaking out of turn, tearing each other down. I get that you guys have learning disabilities, but when I look at you guys, I don't see that. I see you guys as normal kids.
We are normal kids.
Oh, of course, yeah. I just know sometimes kids like you guys can have a chip on your shoulder. People think you're bad kids or you're not very smart, but I think you just need someone who can push you to your full potential. And hopefully, I can be that someone while Mrs. Prophet is out. So when we come into class tomorrow, we're going to have a new set of rules and expectations.
But this isn't a class. It's study hall. We just work on homework.
Well, like I said, there's going to be some changes.
The bell rings. They start to get up.
The bell does not dismiss you. I do. You are dismissed.
They leave. Everyone is confused. Scene 4. Good afternoon, Wildcats. It is now 3:45. You must be with a teacher or an extended care, or you will receive a detention. Not in the bathroom, not in the halls. You must be with a teacher or an extended care. After school, Tristan and Leah swing on the swings of some forgotten school playground.
He's a dick. I hate him. Shh. What? Nobody is out here. And besides, I don't care if he hears me.
Well, I do. He already hates me.
Yeah, so just accept it and move on.
No, I have to show him he's wrong about me.
Good luck with that. First impressions are pretty hard to move past.
Okay, you literally don't care what anybody thinks about you, so how would you know anything about that?
Because everyone's first impression of me is correct. I'm lazy.
Well, I'm not, and I need him to like me.
Do you think we'll still be able to, like, cheat and stuff? Like, do you think he'll actually be watching us when we're taking our test?
I don't cheat.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't. I haven't cheated since 10th grade.
That was last year.
Well, that was then, and this is now.
He gets up from the swing and lays down in the fake grass.
This is so peaceful.
I guess.
I mean, you gotta admit this is kind of a cool find.
Yeah, I guess. Until someone remembers that there's another playground and catches us here.
I think they're too busy worrying about the toilets.
Yeah, what is up with that? Why did they make the girls stay after all school chapel?
Oh, God. I mean, gosh. Okay, so basically they were saying part of the reason why the toilets kept breaking is because people have been flushing pads and tampons?
Wait, you can't flush those?
No, they're too big.
Too big? But they go into your... Actually, never mind. I don't want to know.
I just don't understand how that can be the cause when it's the boys' bathrooms that are always out of order.
The other day, I was walking into school and I heard Mrs. Willis telling the custodians that it's not cold enough to use the heaters today.
Not cold enough? What the fuck?
I swear to God, in 10 years, this school will have been shut down.
You really think so?
Fuck yeah. It will be the only good thing that ever happened here.
Oh, I don't know. I kind of like it. I mean, the good stuff, like theater and AP Lit.
Yeah, because you're a nerd.
I wish. If I was a nerd, my grades would be better.
Her phone buzzes.
Oh, my dad's here. I gotta go.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
She exits. Jack emerges from the opposite direction, as if he has been watching.
What the fuck? Whoa! Where did you come from?
I heard what you said about me yesterday.
What?
That you'd rather hold hands with me than Leah?
Oh, God. Oh, man. It was just a joke, man. I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, so you do like her?
Oh, no, I don't know. I don't like her.
You don't?
I don't. I mean, not like that. No.
This is fantastic news.
Do you like her? Oh, man. That is interesting.
Every time I see her, my heart breaks because I love her so much.
Well, she's all yours, buddy.
Scene 5. Leah at swim practice. We see projections of water. We hear the water and people swimming.
Sometimes I wish I could save all of my thoughts on like a Google Doc, especially the ones at swim practice, because you just go back and forth, back and forth. Gives you a lot of time to think. And the thoughts come out so clear and articulately in my brain. At least I think they do. I can't like look back on them to confirm that, but I wish I could save them because I think I'm going to forget about all this. I'm going to forget about what it felt like, which is kind of good because like swimming outside in January is a feeling I don't really want to remember. But like, I don't know. I think I might think more than other people. Like my brother, I think he could just sit there and not think about anything. Not me. I'm always thinking. I wish I could turn it off sometimes.
We hear a whistle.
Oh, she said go on the 45, okay. 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44.
She goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I wonder if Tristan likes me. I mean, I still like Seth, and Tristan's not really as motivated as Seth, but like, I don't know, I just kind of like being around Tristan. And Tristan is a lot cuter than Seth, and a lot more masculine than Seth, but Seth is nicer than Tristan. Flip turn. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I wonder if Coach Yeager would like me more if he knew I was an athlete. I mean, I'm not a very good one, but still, I'm on the swim team. That was so stupid of me today when I said the Lord's name in vain. I just do everything wrong all the time. God, I'm so stupid. Oh shit, I said it again. I'm sorry, God.
She flip turns again.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Last lap. Okay, almost there. I just feel like lost. Lost in the world. I just wish I wasn't so bad inside. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Done.
She reaches the wall. She breathes, gets water. Scene 5. Lights up on the classroom. Coach Yeager is putting out name cards on each desk. Benjamin is already there, asleep. The announcements click on. Good morning, Wildcats! It is Tuesday, January 17th. Today's devotion comes from the book of James, chapter 2, verses 14 through 17. What good is it, my brothers and sisters, if someone claims to have faith but has no deeds? Can such faith save them? Suppose a brother or a sister is without clothes and daily food. If one of you says to them, go in peace, keep warm and well fed, but does nothing about their physical needs, what good is it? In the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. Heavenly Father, we pray for all of the students at Cross Point Christian School, and we pray that you will bless them in all of their spiritual, academic, and athletic endeavors. And we especially want to lift up Mrs. Kirkwood, who is having a colonoscopy this morning. We ask all these things in your son's name. Amen. Please hold for the announcements. Tristan and Leah enter the classroom.
Please sit by your name.
We don't have assigned seats.
You do now.
Can I sit in the front?
I suppose I can arrange that.
He switches her with someone else, putting her next to Jack. Good morning, Wildcats! Today is Wednesday, January 17th. There is a meeting for incoming National Honor Society students today at lunch in Mrs. Redmond's classroom. And these are two very important things to note. The men's restrooms are still out of order, so please use the ones in the science wing. And if everyone could please avoid the choir room, as there is mold and it is highly dangerous to breathe in. So Mr. Patterson's class will be meeting in the cafegimatorium. Again, please, please, please do not go into the choir room. All right, Wildcats, have a well-dressed, God-blessed day.
I wonder where Xanadu rehearsals will be. We're supposed to be doing music work today.
That's your concern? I would worry about how long we've been breathing in this mold.
You've never even been in the choir room. Why do you care?
Jack enters.
Sir, I need to start my physics test.
Good morning, Jack.
Good morning, sir. Has Coach Matthews brought my test yet?
Last time I checked, this is not physics class, Jack.
But I always start my physics tests during study hall.
Okay, well, today you have to wait. Now, please sit by your name.
Sir, this is a really hard test. I really need to get an early start.
Just a minute, Jack. We are going to do a few things as a class first. Now, can you sit?
Jack sits.
This is everyone, right?
Yes, I think so.
Micah enters.
Micah, my man. All right. So I have a real treat for you guys today. I made a little PowerPoint for you guys with some study skills tips.
Sir, when can I start my test?
This may help you on your test, Jack.
I've been studying for the last week and a half.
Then it won't hurt to wait 30 minutes before starting the test.
30 minutes?
Jack, it's gonna be okay. You should let him take the test, Coach Yeager. He doesn't do very well with stuff like this.
Okay, slide 1, Cornell Notes. Who here has heard of Cornell Notes? Okay, awesome. Who uses them regularly? Okay, come on, guys, we gotta change that.
Cornell notes don't work for me, Coach Yeager. It's too much to remember.
Well, clearly your current methods aren't working too well, huh? Because you're in here.
What's wrong with being in here?
I think you guys have accepted this classroom as your fate and not as your stepping stone. You guys all have potential, and with some little extra help, you guys could be in a class with the other kids.
We are in class with the other kids. We just have a different study hall.
I've actually had you before as a sub in chemistry.
That's not what I mean. What I mean is these learning disabilities are just labels. They don't mean anything. And if you all put your minds to it, you won't need all of those accommodations anymore. You'll be just like everyone else. Okay, slide 2. Quote of the day. Every day, we're going to start off with a motivational quote. Who wants to read today's quote? Okay, Leah.
Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it.
Oh, Dad, that is crazy. I chose this quote just last night, and look how perfectly it ties into what I just said about not letting your learning disabilities define you. I also think you guys can look at this quote as a challenge. Are you part of the 10% who just let things happen to them, or are you the 90% who is reacting? I like to carry around a notebook to write all my great ideas I have in. And I went to the Goodwill yesterday, and I got a whole stack for 99 cents each.
He pulls out a composition notebooks.
We're going to be using these in class every day, and you can either get your own, or you can buy one from my stack here for just $2.
But you just said you bought them for 99 cents.
Well, I have to make a profit.
Well, why would we buy it from you if we can just get it from wherever you got it for 99 cents?
Well, I bought them all, so that wouldn't work. Unless you were to go to another Goodwill, I suppose. But why would you do that when you can just get them from me and save yourself a trip to the store?
Can I get 2?
What are you doing?
What for?
I've been wanting to try journaling.
I don't see why not.
Cool. Can I bring my money tomorrow?
Sure. Write your name on the board so I remember. All right. Today we are going to be setting goals. Now we want these to be SMART goals. Does anyone know what SMART goals are?
SMART goals are the opposite of dumb goals.
Not quite. SMART is an acronym. SMART is an acronym, okay? Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. Now say it back to me. Say it. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant,
and timely.
And timely. There you go.
Timely.
Yeah, you got it. So we're going to be setting SMART goals in this classroom. This will get you on the path to success. Now, today, our warm-up will be setting SMART goals. These will help you in your academic, personal, spiritual, and financial lives.
What does financial mean?
It means money.
Really cool of him to encourage us to set smart financial goals after trying to rip us off with these books.
I thought you didn't care about money.
I care when I'm wasting it. Why are you buying those from him?
My mom's out of town and my dad's not going to take me to the store in the middle of the week.
You're such a pushover. You're just encouraging him.
The bell rings.
My test.
Oh, stay calm, everyone. We will pick up where we left off tomorrow.
I didn't get to start my test.
Oh, don't worry, Jack. You're going to make a good grade anyways.
You really think so?
For sure.
Thanks, Leah.
You're welcome.
She exits. Jack walks over to Tristan, who is packing up his bag.
Hey, I just wanted to tell you that, like, I wasn't like spying on you yesterday after school. Like, it was actually a total coincidence because sometimes I go to the abandoned playground after school when my mom is running late to pick me up because, you know, like my dad died and so she's a single parent and has to work. So sometimes she can't get me right away. And like, I didn't even realize it probably seemed like I was spying on you until like last night when I was thinking about it. But I just wanted you to know, like, I totally wasn't. I only showed up at the end of your conversation. We cool, man?
Yeah?
Cool. See you later. Coach Yeager, can I please start my test now?
Scene 6. The swings. Leah checks her grades online.
Oh my God. Ugh. Oh, wait. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. That's so unfair.
What?
I got a 79 on the chemistry test.
Oh, he graded it? Oh, I wonder what I got.
I'm going to switch to Henry's page to see what he got.
Dude, your brother is like super smart. You already know he's going to get an A.
Oh!
Yet you're still surprised.
Do you know what he was doing while I was studying for this?
What?
Making pancakes at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night. And I was studying, and he still got a 92.
Yes! I also got a 79.
Oh, this is so unfair.
My therapist says that kids who don't care about their grades are happier than the kids who do.
Wait, you have a therapist?
Yeah, he's like this old white guy with a beard.
I used to go to a therapist. Well, the school forced me to because I was cutting myself, but then I tricked her into thinking I had stopped when really I hadn't. But then I just stopped on my own. It's like one of my proudest achievements, other than the time I got nominated for Students of the 9 Weeks.
I used to cut myself too.
Oh my gosh, twins, high five!
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I haven't done it in like a while.
I mean, neither. I mean, sometimes I want to, but I try not to. It doesn't really fix anything.
Yeah, and smoking weed is a lot more effective.
I mean, I wouldn't know, but like, yeah.
Oh, hey, by the way, Jack likes you.
What?
Yeah, did you say something to him?
No. I mean, we sat next to each other because I asked Coach Yeager to move me to the front.
Well, apparently he's been telling people he's gonna ask you to junior senior.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Yeah, he's been like telling people he wants to ask you, and they've been kind of gassing him up.
Why would they do that?
I mean, you kind of have to say yes. So like, it makes sense to tell him to do it.
I do?
I mean, he has autism. You'd look like a real jerk if you said no.
No. That's not fair.
Yeah, you better hope he doesn't ask.
What do I do?
I don't know. Which?
You could ask me.
What?
You could ask me to junior senior as like a friend, and then he wouldn't be able to ask me.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, man. No, that's not gonna happen.
What? Why?
Well, first of all, I'm not going to that shit because it's not prom if there's no dancing allowed. That's bullshit. And second of all, even if there was dancing, I don't dance. so I don't go to dances. And so yeah, it's just not gonna happen.
We don't even have to go. We could just say we are going together.
Well, why don't you just ask Seth to ask you?
Because that is a sensitive situation.
Why? Because he's gay?
He's not gay.
Leah, come on.
Straight until proven gay.
Okay, that would be a good philosophy if being gay was like committing a crime, which it isn't.
Okay, but like unfortunately in Christian school it kind of is.
Still, dude, Christian school doesn't last forever.
Thank God. I mean, gosh. I mean, wait. I actually can say God in this context because I'm like thanking him.
You actually believe that shit?
Think what?
That it's like a sin or whatever?
I mean, like, it's in the Bible? But the Bible also says love covers all sins. So, like, even if the Bible says being gay was a sin, I would still love that person because, like, I'm sinful too. So, who really cares, as long as they're not hurting anybody?
Interesting.
What?
Nothing. I don't know. I don't think it's a sin. And even if it is, it's like, who cares?
Yeah.
It's not like you're killing somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Kristen's phone buzzes.
Oh, my stepmom's here. I can't wait to get my license.
Then you can drive me home.
We'll see about that.
See you tomorrow.
See ya.
He exits. Blackout. Scene 6. Lights out on a stage. We hear the sounds of a classroom and then the crackling of the intercom system. Can you please send Leah Silverman to the upper school office? Leah Silverman. Lights up on Mr. Lippman's office. He is the principal and Leah's AP English language teacher. Leah enters.
Hi, Leah.
Hi.
You can go ahead and close that door. How's your second week going? You can sit down in that chair.
He picks some papers off of a chair.
It's been pretty good.
You did really well on that timed read we did in class this morning.
Really?
Yeah, I think you got like 8 out of 10 of them. Like you got the highest score in the class. I was very impressed.
Thanks.
Also, just so you know, you're not in trouble. I know being called to the principal's office can have a bad connotation. I just had something I wanted to talk with you about.
Oh, okay.
I was just wondering if you could tell me about an incident that happened during study hall earlier this week.
I am so glad you called me in here. I was honestly already planning to come and talk to you about this. He's a nice guy, but I just don't think he's a good fit for our class.
Wait a second. What are you referring to?
Coach Yeager. That's what you're talking about, right?
That's actually not what I called you in about. If you have an issue with Coach Yeager, though, I think it would be best to bring it up with him.
Oh.
No, I want to know about something that happened on Tuesday between Tristan George, Seth Jacobson, and Esther Sinclair.
Huh?
Did anything happen between those 3 students on Tuesday, specifically between Bible and study hall?
I mean, we were all just walking to our next class and talking.
Did anything unusual happen? What were you talking about?
I mean, like Esther was teasing them about something?
About what?
I don't actually know. Like she pushed Seth into Tristan and said something about
About what?
About them being together.
Okay. Look, I'm not trying to make this awkward. I just need to know what you saw happen.
That's what I saw.
All right. Well, you can write down everything you know about the situation in as much detail as you can remember. It can even just be bullet points.
Okay.
Done? Can I see it? Okay, great. And can you just sign your name at the bottom and date it? Today is the 19th.
Okay.
And Leah, obviously, please don't discuss this with anyone. This is between us.
Okay.
Blackout. Lights up on Tristan. Leah finds him in the hallway.
What is going on? Why did I just get called into Mr. Lippman's office?
I don't know. I don't even know, dude. They took my phone and read through my text.
Why? What is all this about?
I can't tell you about it here. After school, okay?
Scene 7. Leah enters the classroom. Coach Yeager is standing over Benjamin, who is frantically digging through his backpack.
What do you mean you can't find it?
I put it in my backpack, I promise.
Okay, if you had put it in your backpack, it would be here.
Maybe we can ask the teacher for another one.
No. You're going to find it now or you're going to take the 0. You're in middle school now. It is time to take some responsibility. Do you remember getting it in class?
I think so.
You either remember it or you don't.
I get a lot of worksheets.
I'm tired of your excuses. I'm going to go downstairs and get my copies. And when I get back here, I want you to have found it. You hear me? If I come back in this room and that paper isn't in your hand when I get back, it's going to be a bad day for you. Okay?
Yeager exits.
Ben,
Go away.
Ben, it's okay.
I didn't mean to lose it. I just get so many and I always try not to.
It's okay, Ben.
Bad. I'm just evil.
No, you're not. Ben.
She hugs him.
No, I'm bad. I'm bad.
No, you're not. It's not your fault. I'll help you. I'll help everybody.
How?
I'll think of something.
Scene 8. After school at the playground.
I can't believe I have a gay friend!
This is exactly why I didn't want to tell you.
I'm just kidding. I already have a gay friend. She's a lesbian in her 40s from my handbell choir. Wait, is this why you said you would rather hold hands with Jack than me?
I'd rather hold hands with Mrs. Prophet than you. R.I.P.
She's not dead.
Whatever. I knew you liked Seth, so I didn't want to tell you.
So what is going on? Did Esther tell?
I think Seth did. I think he told his parents.
Told them what?
Well, I think what happened was like he and like honestly, nothing even happened between us. We were just like talking and that's it. Like, I'm gay and you're gay. Okay, interesting. But I think Seth told his parents after Esther found out about us because she was kind of trying to make a big thing out of it, which was literally nothing. Like, I wasn't even into him yet.
Wait, how did Esther find out?
I don't know. Came up in conversation.
Wait, what? You told her? Why would you do that?
I don't know. I mean, I thought she was cool.
Tristan, she's crazy. You really shouldn't have done that.
It was a serious lapse in judgment, okay?
And I can't believe you told Esther and not me. Last year, she told my entire pre-AP English class I was cutting myself.
But you were cutting yourself.
Okay, yeah, but still.
Well, now the administration knows. And Seth high-key made it sound like I'm harassing him. Which, honestly, he's not even my type.
Why would Seth do that?
Because Esther can't keep her mouth shut. And Seth didn't want it to get back to his parents. His mom works here.
This isn't fair. I know that it says in the Bible and all, but like, I don't think Jesus would be okay with this.
Yeah, well, he's not here to do anything about it, is he?
Don't say that. He's always here. You can always ask him for help.
Whatever. It is what it is.
Are you scared?
Not really.
I'm scared.
You're always scared.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, well, maybe they'll kick me out and I won't have to go back to this dumbass school anymore.
No, you can't leave me here all by myself to deal with Coach Yeager.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
His phone buzzes.
I gotta go. See ya.
Bye.
He leaves. Scene 9, the next day.
Coach Yeager, how do I look?
You look good, buddy.
Thanks.
Why do you ask?
No reason.
He starts assembling his trombone. Leah enters. She notices Jack.
Good morning, Leah.
What is good morning?
Are you going to sit down?
Well, I was actually wondering if I could change seats.
Now, Leah, look, I gave you a seat in the front just like you asked for. What else could you possibly need?
I just would feel more comfortable sitting somewhere else.
Well, life isn't about being comfortable now, is it?
No, I would like.
Why don't you just sit down?
Yes, sir.
She sits in her assigned seat next to Jack and turns as far from him as she can. Micah enters.
Micah, my man. This kid.
Benjamin runs in and Tristan follows with his headphones in. They all sit. The bell rings.
All right, guys. Good morning. Welcome to class. Now, let's direct our attention to the quote of the day. Who wants to read today?
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky.
Actually, it's Michael Scott.
Shut up, Benjamin.
Yes, Jack?
Can I make an announcement to the class that actually kind of goes with this quote of the day?
I suppose.
Jack stands up, facing Leah and holding his fully assembled trombone.
I have to go to the restroom.
But Jack is trying to make an announcement.
I'm on my woman times.
Okay, fine.
She runs out.
Jack, continue.
I can't. I need her here.
Oh no. Jack, are you asking her?
Jack Kenny, sitting in a tree.
Benjamin, shut up. Jack, are you sure about this? I mean, maybe you should wait if.
I think Jack is trying not to throw away his shot. And we're here to support you, buddy. What's the plan?
I'm gonna play a song for her.
Nice. And then?
That's it.
You didn't get her flowers or nothing?
I actually don't think this is the best idea.
Now, Tristan, Jack is your brother in Christ. We've got your back, Jack.
Are y'all gonna kiss? Because in that case, it might be best if I don't watch.
Leah enters.
What's going on?
Well,
What?
will you go to junior senior with me?
Jack, I don't think. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God.
He runs out of the room. An awkward silence, then the sound of the intercom. Good morning, Wildcats. Today's devotional is from the book of Proverbs. Scene 10. Leah at home is about to start her homework. She puts her stuff down, gets a snack, and swallows what she thinks is her after-school homework pill, Ritalin 10 milligrams. What she is actually swallowing is Adderall 30 milligrams, the same pill that she took this morning.
Fuck. No. Shit. Fuck.
She paces back and forth a few beats, then grabs her phone and dials.
Hello? This is poison control.
Hi, I take Adderall and I also take a pill in the afternoon for homework. And I thought like I was having the homework pill, but I was actually taking the Adderall pill. And now I'm taking 2 Adderalls and I don't know what to do.
Okay. How many milligrams of Adderall was it?
30.
And you took it this morning?
Yeah, but like I poured some out.
You poured some of it out.
Yeah, like there's beads in there.
Oh, it's a capsule.
Yeah, but like I poured some out because it's been making me really amped up at the full amount. So like it might be more like 20 or 25 milligrams, but I just took the whole thing. So it's like the whole 30.
Hey, how long have you been taking Adderall?
Well, I've been on taking ADHD medication since I was in the 1st grade, but then I started taking Adderall my freshman year.
And how long ago was that?
Oh, right, because you don't know me. 3 years. I'm a junior now in high school.
Okay, I mean, I think you'll be fine. I mean, you should probably tell your parents and you might have trouble sleeping tonight, but otherwise you should be okay.
Okay, so you don't think I'll die, like, overdose, right?
No, I don't. I actually highly doubt that's gonna happen.
Okay, good.
Are you alone? Is there someone with you?
My dad will be home soon, and my brother, when he gets home from football practice. My mom is out of town. It's just hard. Like, I'm here all by myself all afternoon, and I get lonely sometimes. Unless I have play rehearsal, but I'm not called today because I have a really small part.
Okay, well, I mean, I was gonna say if you start like you're feeling like you're having chest pains or something, you might have your parents take you to the emergency room. But I doubt that's gonna happen.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, take care. And you can call back if you have any more questions.
I have a question.
Yeah?
Is it morally wrong to not go to prom? Well, it's not really prom because we aren't allowed to dance because my school is like the town from Footloose, except the one year we had a hoedown. But anyways, is it wrong to say no to a boy who asked you to prom if he has autism?
You said no to him because he has autism.
No, I said no to him because I just don't like him at all. But some people are saying I was mean and I should have said yes.
Well, why didn't they ask him to the prom, huh?
That's a good point.
I mean, don't be mean about it, but like you have every right to say no to him, whether or not he has autism. He's not a child.
Okay, you're so right. Okay, well, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. And seriously, if you have any complications with the Adderall, feel free to call back.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Leah sits and tries to resume her afternoon routine, but she's too anxious.
Okay.
She calls Tristan. He doesn't answer. She calls again a few times. He finally answers.
Tristan, pray for me. I think I'm having an overdose.
Dude, this is not a good time.
What? Why?
The school told my mom.
Wait, what?
I gotta go.
Tristan!
Oh, okay.
Scene 11. Lights up on the lockers the next day. Tristan and Leah sit, and Tristan is holding Leah's red composition notebook and reading it. Some of the lockers have been decorated for the upcoming NHS inductions.
Sometimes I feel like my school hates me and my friends. Not like the other kids, but like the school itself, like the walls and the pipes and the building hates us.
What do you think? Isn't it good?
I mean, do you want me to actually tell you how I feel about it?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of.
What? Kind of what?
It sounds kind of gay, dude.
Oh, give it back.
Sorry.
So your mom wasn't mad at you?
Oh, I would rather her be mad than whatever the fuck happened last night. She just cried and hugged me and kept telling me that she loved me. I think she thinks I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah. I lost a lot of respect for Mr. Lippman. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get to his class today. we always have to like shake hands and then we go in. And I mean, like, I have to do it, but I'm not gonna want to.
Yeah, that's a really shitty move on the school's part.
Jack enters. He goes to his locker. It is one of the ones with the NHS decorations on it. He sees Leah and Tristan and walks away.
I feel really bad.
Yeah, you probably should.
Okay, what would you have done?
Switch schools. But hey, at least he gets inducted to NHS tonight, so he'll have that to be happy about.
The poison control guy said I don't have to go to prom with anyone I don't want to go with.
I still can't believe you called poison control. You're literally a hypochondriac.
Isn't that a type of spider?
No, it's the thing that where you get paranoid about diseases. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, I know a word that you.
Ugh, whatever. Dude, I would sell my body to be an NHS.
Okay, of all things to sell your body for, NHS is really not the move. Like, why would they punish the smart kids by making them volunteer?
The bell rings. They get up and head to their classroom. We hear the usual chatter and buzz of them entering, and Coach Yeager enters.
Listen up, guys. I want to have a chat. I want to apologize. I want to apologize just for my inability to see outside my own perspective. I haven't been fair to you guys, and I want you to know I intend to change it. You guys haven't been taking me seriously, and that's really because I haven't been giving you the chance to assess your skills, which is why I'm going to start giving you grades.
Grades?
Whoa. This is a study hall, not a class.
Well, I think it's safe to say that we've all learned a lot from each other, with our time together, which is why today we're going to take a pop quiz.
What?
Now, don't worry, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to study.
What is the quiz on?
Pull out your Cornell notes on how to take Cornell notes.
Do you hear yourself right now?
Benjamin's pen explodes onto him.
Ben!
It's Benjamin.
Ben, go clean yourself up.
Okay.
He walks out. Jack is frantically studying. Tristan and Leah look at each other.
I can fix this. Distract. Coach Yeager, do you think women should be allowed to preach in the church?
Well, I think that in the Bible, it pretty explicitly says that it is a disgrace for a woman to,
Benjamin runs back in.
Coach Yeager, what's a top?
Huh?
There are these two boys in the stall, and they...
Whoa. It's 2 boys in 1 stall. I'll be right back, everyone.
He exits.
Hey, Ben.
It's Benjamin.
Don't be a tattletale, okay?
I wasn't telling on them. I was just curious.
Yeah, well, next time look it up on the internet.
Why? What's a top?
Everyone, please, I am trying to study.
Jack, this is pointless. We shouldn't be having to do this in the first place. Don't you realize that?
I can't. I have to keep up my GPA. I have to be valedictorian. I have to beat Naomi Phelps.
There's a knock at the door. Everyone freezes. Jack gets up to get it, but Leah stops him.
No. You guys, listen. We are so smart. Jack is going to be valedictorian. We are so smart. And we can't bring Mrs. Prophet back, but we can make the best of this. We are going to study for this pop quiz, and we are going to make hundreds and be perfect little robot slave children he wants us to be. And we're going to teach him a lesson. We're going to show him how smart we really are, okay?
Okay.
Hey guys, I left my keys. Can somebody let me in, please?
Okay.
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 She goes to open the door, and the doorknob falls off.
Hello? Can somebody please let me in? This is not funny.
Coach Yeager, we broke the door.
Okay, yeah, like I believe that. You guys have to till the count of 10 to let me in.
But we...
1, 2,
She tries putting it back in the door.
3, 4,
Jack helps.
5, 6, 7, 8.
What do we do?
9, 10. That's it. I'm going to get Principal Littman.
No, please.
Benjamin pulls the fire alarm.
Oh my God, is that the cops?
No, Jack, he pulled the fire alarm.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, now they won't get Mr. Lippman because they'll be so busy with the fire drill.
Two things about that. One, it's not a fire drill if it's unplanned, dumbass. And two, you're gonna get expelled.
Oh, what?
There's cameras.
No.
Yeah.
No, I can't. This is my 3rd middle school.
You're only in the 6th grade. Oh, Ben, it's okay.
I was just trying to help so we wouldn't get in trouble.
I know. We're going to help you.
No, we are not.
He's a kid. He made a mistake.
And?
Oh, I'm bad.
No. Ben, I can fix this. I just need an idea.
We can start a fire.
He speaks.
How?
No way. Is that Coach Yeager's?
No, dumbass. It's Miss Profits. Why do you think her lung collapsed?
We can do it in the trash can.
Here, you can use my spelling test. I got an F.
And you can use my times right. I got a 4.
Out of 100?
Out of a 9, but still.
Okay, I mean, I guess if this is already happening, I can donate my chemistry quiz.
This is so breakfast club.
Now we burn the whole school down.
What? No.
Okay. Hold up. No.
Micah pulls his uniform shirt off and throws it into the fire. It grows bigger.
Oh, fuck.
We can escape through the roof. I saw it on the office.
No, water. We need water.
I can't die here.
I know what to do.
He starts pulling his pants down.
What the?
Everyone, back away!
He pees on the fire, putting it out. Micah sits down, still shirtless, as if nothing has happened.
Now, everyone, get in your seats and we're going to study for this pop quiz, okay?
They get in their seats. Blackout. Scene 12. We see the group sitting outside Mr. Littman's office. We can hear him speaking to Coach Yeager.
You're not going to get a straight answer out of any of them. We need to look at the security footage.
It's not that simple to access it, unfortunately.
They keep talking, but we can't hear them. Leah speaks and the focus shifts back to the kids.
So, and I know this may sound a little wild, but maybe we should tell the truth.
I'm not taking any more ideas from you.
You guys, please don't tell on me. I really can't go to any more schools in the greater Houston area if I get kicked out of this one.
I know it sounds crazy, but I think if they heard our side of the story, they would at least understand. Everything we did had a reason, you know? It's cause and effect, and he teaches AP language, so he should understand that.
Scene shift. They're all in the principal's office. Principal Littman sits at his desk and Coach Yeager's pacing the room.
We know that the fire alarm was pulled in the room. Look, we know that there was a fire in the trash can, and we know that someone urinated in that same trash can. Now, we can all watch the security footage and find out specifics, However, we would like to not have to resort to that. Leah?
Okay, yes, we did it, but it was only in self-defense. Coach Yeager accused us of locking him out.
Did what?
Well, we all kind of did different things. It's really a cause and effect kind of situation.
I think we should look at the security footage.
I was just trying to put out the fire. Is this going to affect my ability to be valedictorian? My mom will sue. I was trying to save everyone.
Look, Mr. Lippman, I don't think you're going to get a straight answer out of any of these kids, okay? The group is just bad. And quite frankly, they've all lost my trust. So I say just watch the footage.
Coach Yeager, please, if you could just give me a second.
Is there footage or not?
It's not that simple, to get the answer.
Answer me.
Hey, you are not to speak to me like that. Look, if you can't let me handle this, then you can leave.
Coach Yeager storms out.
We don't have access to the security footage. We have cameras in the offices, the hallways, and a few of the classrooms, but unfortunately, Mrs. Profits was not one of them. Normally, I would want to know the specifics, but to me, it sounds like this was a group effort and will require a group punishment. Which is why, for the next 6 weeks, you will all be serving Saturday detentions.
Detention?
We have Saturday detention?
Good point, Tristan. We don't have Saturday detention.
Wait, so like, oh my gosh, I get it. We're not actually punished, right? Like, you realized we were just trying to stick up for each other and you were so moved you decided not to punish us. So like, it's a joke because you're saying we have Saturday detention, but there's no Saturday detention.
No, not quite. We don't have Saturday detention, but there is a Saturday volunteer opportunity that I think would be a better chance for reflection than for what you've done than just sitting in a room.
What? Volunteering?
I know you guys miss having Miss Prophet around, and you're about to see a lot more of her. Yeah, because for the next 6 weeks, you will all be volunteering every Saturday at her assisted living community. You will start this Saturday, and I will be contacting each of your parents. Does anyone have a question? All right, then. You can head back to class.
They get up and leave. Leah lingers behind.
Yes, Leah?
She stands there trying to find her words.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. Ugh, I just said the Lord's name in vain. Fuck. Oh no.
Leah!
I want you to like me the way you like my brother.
What?
He doesn't even care about learning. He just makes pancakes.
What are you talking about?
I just want to be a good kid so bad, Mr. Lippman. And I know I have like ADHD and I'm not always a good Christian. I don't always get good grades and I'm not in HS and I don't want to go to prom with Jack and I just try really hard to and you never even notice me. And I'm just, oh my God.
Leah. Leah.
Scene 13. Jack, dressed in street clothes, is cleaning something in the assisted living center. Leah enters carrying a box.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah?
I just wanted to tell you that I thought it was really cool when you peed on the fire.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was gross, but also like, it was really impressive. Like, how did you put out the whole fire?
I'm like really good at drinking water.
Tristan and Benjamin come bustling in.
It smells like pee here.
One of the residents thinks I'm their husband, who I'm pretty sure is a Nazi.
This place sucks.
And whose fault is it that we're here again?
Hey, according to Mr. Lippman, it was a group effort.
Yeah, well, this group sucks.
Leah sucks.
Ben.
None of us would be here if it weren't for Leah trying to help.
Yeah, Leah is stupid.
Fine, I'm sorry, okay? Everything's my fault. Happy?
No, because we're still here.
Have you ever considered that maybe I'm not having a great time right now either? There is a paper towel wedged between my legs because my mother is in Boston at an education conference and we have no pads in the entire house. And I'm too embarrassed to ask my dad to get them. And I have a C in chemistry and my brother was inducted into National Honor Society last night, along with several other people who have cheated off of me on Worldly Wise quizzes. And both the boys I like are gay and they like each other. And you know what, Tristan, you would be lucky to have a girl like me.
Hello.
Mrs. Prophet rolls in a wheelchair.
Well, don't all of you jump up at once. What is this, a funeral?
We missed you.
I missed you guys too. I've heard things have been strange.
We almost burned down the whole school.
Are you feeling better?
I'm getting better every day.
We're so happy you didn't die.
Jack.
Me too. Micah, how are you? Same old, I suppose.
When are you coming back?
I may not.
Wait, what?
I've been thinking. It's time to retire. I've been enjoying having free time for my hobbies.
But you barely do anything at your job. You could just keep doing your hobbies.
Miss Prophet, please, you can't leave.
What about your son?
I have money saved for retirement, and so does my husband.
But we need you.
You don't need me. You are all so capable of so much more than you think.
You sound like Coach Yeager.
Man, fuck this.
Tristan.
No, I'm fucking tired of this. I mean, what the fuck? First she leaves, then we got fucking Joel Osteen as a sub, and now you're not coming back?
Now, hey, be nice to him. He has big shoes to fill.
No, fuck this. I'm done. I should have known you would leave just like everyone else.
He goes and sulks in the corner. Everyone looks at Leah.
Why should I go after him? He has treated me inexcusably.
Everyone keeps looking at Leah.
Fine.
Leah sits down next to him.
Hey.
Why do you still talk to me? I'm not even nice to you.
You're my friend.
Did you mean what you said just now?
What did I say?
About the two guys you liked?
Oh my God. I did say that. Sorry.
And stop doing that. God doesn't care what stupid stuff about stupid stuff like that. Like, it's all a trick to make us behave how they want to and make them feel comfortable. They don't care if we go to heaven or hell or whatever. Like, they just want us to act a certain way. God, you have no backbone. You're like the type of person who's gonna get tricked into joining a cult or something. Don't you realize that?
Going back to what I said before, yeah, I used to like you before I knew you were gay. I mean, I liked you a little after that too, but I got over it pretty quickly. I just like spending time with you and talking to you. And when you're not mean, we can talk about a lot of interesting topics. And I like that. I like that I can talk about anything with you. That's why I like being your friend.
I literally don't think about you at all. I go home and I don't think of you at all until I see you the next day. And even then it's like, oh, it's Leah, whatever.
I think you're right about the God thing. Maybe not God, but like people like Coach Yeager or all those teachers in our school. I don't think they really care about us. I mean, I thought Mrs. Prophet cared, but look what just happened.
How am I supposed to make it through high school now?
I don't know.
You'll make it though.
We don't know that.
No, I know. You want it bad enough. You try so hard. I don't really try.
Well, you've made it this far. We have less time left in high school than we have than time we've spent in it. Might as well finish.
Right, but like, what comes after?
I don't know. If it makes you feel any better, even though I try really hard, I don't know what comes next. I don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
I thought you wanted to be a writer.
I mean, yeah, but like, you can't just apply for a job as a writer after college. Hopefully I'll learn how to do it there, but I don't know how people do that. I don't know what I'm doing at all, and the more I keep screwing up everything, the more scared I get.
Yeah, well, you're gonna be fine.
And I think you will be too.
Yeah, whatever.
Do you even like me?
You're okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think you're a very good friend.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I'd say I'm like a very decent friend.
I've always been nice to you. I've always been a good friend to you. Why would you not want to keep a friend like me?
Because I don't need a friend.
Yeah, well, that's what you think.
I don't know. My therapist says that I have issues with letting people in.
Well, yeah, he's probably right.
But honestly, you deserve a better friend than me.
Well, you're the best friend I have right now.
I think you might be the best friend I have right now, too.
You're probably right.
God, this is depressing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe we can recover from this.
Recover?
Yeah. Maybe it has to get better from here for us and for everybody.
Yeah, I hope so.
We hear music. Mrs. Prophet, Benjamin, Micah, and Jack have been playing with an old record player and they've gotten it to work. Out of nowhere, Micah starts dancing.
What the fuck is he doing?
That looks kind of fun.
Oh.
I don't know. He just looks like he's really feeling it.
Hey.
Jack.
Hey.
Leah gets up and takes Jack's hand and spins herself around. Not in a romantic way, just in a friend's kind of way. They join the group and dance. Mrs. Prophet rolls over to Tristan.
Get out there before I make you dance with me.
Oh.
Tristan jumps up so fast it's almost mean. He joins them. They all dance together, being silly and laughing, and it's for that moment they are carefree and happy. End of play.
Great work, everybody. Amazing. That was an incredible read. Like, right, Addie?
Oh,
Wasn't
yeah.
that amazing?
That was amazing.
Y'all did so great. Thank you all for staying with us in the chat. Hope y'all enjoyed that. That was stellar. That surpassed my expectations. Y'all did so well. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into our talk back. So get those questions rolling in the chat. There's a small delay between what happens here in the Zoom and then there on the YouTube. So what we're gonna do right now is go ahead and go around and introduce.
So great.
We're gonna start with. I'll start actually. I'm Logan Butcher. My pronouns are he, him, and I am the co-producer here. So Abella, you want to go ahead? Sorry, you're eating. My bad.
No, you're all good. I shouldn't have been eating. Hi, my name is Isabella Knott. She, her pronouns. I'm a sophomore acting major at the University of Houston.
Perfect. Mohammed?
Hi, my name is Mohammed Kairisman. I play Tristan. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I am a junior acting major at UH.
Thank you. Jacob?
Hey, I'm Jacob Allen. I played Jack. My pronouns are he, him, his. I'm an actor, poet, and musician based here in Houston.
Heck yeah. Kat Thomas?
Hi, I'm Kat. I played Benjamin, she, her, and I recently graduated from UH. I'm chilling in Houston right now.
Heck yeah. Joan?
I'm Joan Hodges. I'm a she, her, and I've been out of school for several years, and I'm involved in some community theater around Houston, and I'm glad to be here.
We're so glad to have you. Michael?
Freshman acting major at University of Houston. He, him, and I had a lot of fun with everyone tonight.
Heck yeah. You did great, man. Addie?
What?
Addie?
Oh, it's me. Okay. I'm Addie. She, her. I wrote the play. I am literally like less than 2 weeks away from graduating from U of H as a playwriting and dramaturgy major. Woo!
Rock and roll. Carolyn?
Hi, I'm Carolyn Richards. I was the stage directions and the school announcements, and I am a freshman acting major at U of H. And yeah, I think the quarantine series is pretty dope.
Thank you. Me too. Antoine?
Hey, I'm Antoine Smith. He, him, sophomore acting major at U of H, and yeah, play Coach Yeager.
Heck yeah. You killed Coach Yeager. Cade? You're muted, my buddy.
Hey guys, I'm Cade Colligan. I'm a freshman acting major. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. Is my second time working with the quarantine series, and it gets more fun every time.
Heck yeah. No, you were just staying in character with the mute. I know. It's weird. We got you.
Yeah.
Okay, and finally, Scott.
Hi, Scott. He, him. I helped select the shindig.
Heck yeah. All right, let's go to the chat for some questions. We got a few. Please, if you're watching the talkback and you're in the chat, we need questions to respond to, or you're just gonna get my generic questions, and you don't want that, or I'll have to tell you more jokes. So please get those questions in the chat. We're gonna start with a question for Addie from Mick. Hey Mick, welcome back.
Hey,
we
Mick.
love you. What was adapting this like from your 10-minute? And maybe you can just talk about, the life of this play and what it's been like.
Okay. That's so funny that you asked, Mick, because you actually witnessed a big part of it. But yeah, so this was in my school's 10-minute play festival last year. I was so excited. It was my first play ever at the 10-minute play festival, but it also just felt so special because this play is so like personal and like real to me. But everyone kept telling me this is longer. This has got a life beyond 10 minutes. And it really felt that way all throughout that process. But they're definitely like, so I kind of was not sure what I wanted to do with it. And I actually talked with like Teresa Rebeck, who works at our school, about like, and she kind of had said there's two structures you could kind of follow. You could take the structure of the 10-minute play, which is basically the first scene and then the climax of like the fire and everything with that. But it all happens as they're taking their test. So she was saying you could either have that, you could either take your 10-minute and make it the first 10 minutes of a full length, and then go from there what happens next, or you could stretch it out. And so what I ended up doing was stretching it out. And so like, yeah, it was really hard, honestly. At first I was really like just self-doubting a lot and like feeling confused, and Mick was actually with me when I had like a full out like breakdown while we were at this like art cafe. I don't remember what it was called. It was like by a Subway. I think it was Honey Art Cafe. I don't know, but I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I was freaking out. But then and then Mick gave me some great tips and stuff. But eventually I ended up writing a first draft of this over the summer while I was in upstate New York, and then from there it just kept working on it. And then I submitted it to grad school, and then I got into grad school. So yeah.
Yeah, where?
NYU.
Oh, just NYU casually. we get some applause in the chat for this NYU bound talented ass playwright. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, that's a really great story. I do remember you. I remember talking to you while you were trying to get this draft.
Yes, Logan also was a big help.
And it's so great to see it, and it's really in great shape now. And it gets better every time, you know. And I think I don't want to speak for you, but I think this workshop that we had for this one really got you another step.
Oh, for sure. Every workshop has been super helpful, and yeah.
Awesome. I believe this is from Cade's mother, and I'll let Cade and Scott answer this one. She says, "Love the show, thank you. Why didn't Cade actually take off his shirt when it was in the lines?" Do you want to go ahead and y'all want to tackle that?
I mean, I was down.
I guess it was really a producer error.
That was a Scott and producer choice.
It's more of the fact that this is gonna be online, and I'd rather have some integrity for some people.
Yeah, we just didn't want to subject.
No, I'm wearing a tank top right now.
We just didn't want to subject the audience to that. Truly. So even though he was great,
I don't know what he looks like with the shirt off. So,
well, do you want to find out? No, let's not do that
right now.
Okay, all right. We got. I think this is from Becca. Becca, hello, Becca. Thanks for being here. We love you. She asks Abella, what has it been like playing this role for so long? So, do you want to talk about how you started with the role? And because not very many people know, but you have a long history with this particular role, don't you?
Yes, this was my breakout role at the University of Houston. I was in Addie's 10-minute play festival last year, and I had a blast. I've had a blast every single time I've done this show. I really, really, really like this show. It's been really weird because I did this show when I was a freshman, and this a full year later. And being a freshman, fresh out of high school, it's very much, I'm used this is every day. I just act the same. And I remember talking to Addie one of the first times we sat down and talked about this. She was like, "So you're playing me?" I was like, "Oh, cool." And as I've hung out with Addie more and more, and I've picked up more on how Addie is as a character, I feel like I've become more Addie-like in the year that I've been in this play. And also as I've become further and further away from the high school era, I can actually see how the more I act like a high schooler, it's very it was a lot easier for me to act like a high schooler when I was a freshman fresh out than I am 2 years away, where I'm just oh, what are the kids doing nowadays? I already feel old and very detached from it. And it's a weird feeling because I still consider myself I'm 19. I still consider myself around the same age range as Leah, but I still feel like I'm in a completely different aspect of life now. So I feel like I can take that viewpoint and really look at a character in a different lens than I could have looked at it a year ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry that was kind of confusing.
No, that was a great answer, and it's super hilarious that you're yeah, my character study, Addie. Just Addie.
The funny thing too was I remember she brought that up in one of our workshops, and then Shivka was like, "Well, I don't want you to mimic Addie's behavior. Let's go off the script." But it was you could, I would under the table, I was you could do both.
And it wasn't I'm trying to mimic your behavior, but we are very similar and kind of this anxious, flighty way. And it's just letting myself kind of lean into it and be you can be like this, it's cool. It's really cool. And I feel me and Addie also bonded a lot about this because I'm just oh, I really relate to this part. And she'd be oh, well, this is what was going through my mind when this was happening to me in real life. And I'd be oh, cool. And then I'll steal that and stash it away for later.
Yeah, that's a great answer. All right, to our next question. And this is for anybody who wants to respond. So I'd really like to hear from people who maybe haven't talked yet. What were your first impressions after reading this show? So maybe after our first read. So if you want to answer, go ahead and raise your hand. We'll go Mohammed first, and then Kat.
Can I just say that I saw this as a 10-minute first, and I haven't seen any other iterations of it since. And so I came in as a big fan. Like, I'm a big fan of this script. I'm a big fan of Addie's work. This shit is so funny to me. And it's so like subtle and masterful. And so like after reading the full script and like coming in, reading the full script, doing the first rehearsals, honestly, it was just like a really big privilege. Like, these characters are so like, you want to root for them so much. They're so layered. And there's definitely like, it's like that aspect of like, it's like, I love just how truthful Addie wrote all these characters, even though they are so cartoonish. But like, that's human beings. We're cartoonish. Logan's a cartoon. You know what I mean? Like, he's a cartoon character without a doubt. I'm a cartoon character without a doubt. Like, people are cartoon characters, and I just love that aspect of just like these characters are so real and so truthful, and we want to root for them. And like, I want these kids to grow up and like achieve everything they want to achieve. And I just love how like honest all the anxiety stuff was, because I do be bad anxious, and the poison control scene gets me laughing every goddamn time. Sorry, God. But like, for real, like every time that poison control scene, I'm just like, this is ridiculous, but also this is real life. Sorry.
That's actually a great like top. That's the play. This is ridiculous, but this is real life. Kat, you had one, and anybody else who wants to respond, just go ahead, raise your hand. I can call you next. Jacob, and then Michael after Kat.
Kind of like Muhammad, I saw the 10-minute of this, and it was one of my favorites. It was just kept me entertained the whole time. It was a really like well-developed little chunk of 10-minute play, and then for us to read the full play and hear all the voices, I was so pleasantly just excited that each of the characters held up. It wasn't just a 10-minute. All of the characters had so much character and life that they could last a full-length play. And so one of my favorites are the characters. They're really well developed, and they're all different. Even though they're lumped in the same group of learning disabilities, they're humans, and they're different, and they last the whole play. And so that was my little snippet takeaway.
Yeah.
Can I just and sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Logan. I'm sorry.
Go.
Anytime I see like any type of like marginalized like group of people, like in whatever type of background, in whatever type of marginalization, and I see their stories like on stage, like I always that just hits my heart so hard, because I'm like, my first time seeing like a brown person on stage was like insane. Like, that was crazy to me. And so like, I know that this script is going to grow, and like, there's going to be kids that are in like these learning disability classes that feel like, man, we're fucking normal. Like, why are all these terminologies? We're just kids. And so like, they're going to see these plays, and they're going to see themselves in these characters. And like, that's what makes me the happiest about
it. We got some questions coming up that'll get into more of that. Jacob, and then Michael, and then anybody else, give me a hand.
I just want to say, first of all, as a newcomer to this series, it's been an absolute honor to get to work on this new play, and thank you guys for that. I mean, I just when I first read the play, I mean, it just what really struck me was the subtlety mixed in, like especially when talking about like neurodiversity, which is really important to me, because like I don't have any learning disabilities, but like my mental illnesses have definitely kept me back in school and stuff, so you know, it was just really refreshing to be able to like talk on the subject in such a like lighthearted way, where I knew like the people I was working with related, like we all had this common experience. So yeah, that was really, really cool.
Awesome. And Jacob, it's been amazing to have you as a part of this process, as a newcomer to the process. We love having new people. And Joan, I'm going to get to that soon, later in the talkback. But Michael.
First time after we read this at our first rehearsal, at our first workshop, man, I was, as we were reading it, I turned off my camera and turned off my mic. because I wasn't in those scenes, but I kept hearing the insanity that was being read, and I was cackling. I even scared my dog who was next to me. He started getting scared because I was just cackling at Jack Payne on the trash can. Just every single line Benjamin has is gold. But just the nuance and that's it that lives in these characters and the realness that there is. There's a heart that permeates from the first scene all the way to the end, and it doesn't leave any of the characters. And it's so refreshing and beautiful to see the heart and the humor just live in each of these characters in their own special way.
Yeah, no, so true. I'll just say, like, briefly, my first time reading this full length, I was just struck by how smart, like, what I see, like, the central, like, at least the philosophical argument about neurodiversity versus normalcy, and what that means, and how people view, especially teachers view neurodiverse students. I just think that's such a smart thing to talk about and to write about. And I think Eddie did a wonderful job at making like a big setting that is super relatable, and you really love all the characters, and it just does such a great job of talking about it. Great, thank you, everybody. So we have a question for Addie, another one from Donald Hill. Thank you, Donald. What percentage, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, you don't have to answer it truthfully if you don't want to. What percentage of this play is autobiographical?
Okay. Actually, like a pretty good chunk. Like I'd say like 75%.
75.
Like my high school experience was truly just bizarre. Like it was everyone there was such a character, and like it was just such a weird, quirky like school, and like I don't know. Just yeah, a lot of this is based off true stories, but like I like sort of dramatized or like made to like none of this happened all the same way, like or the same order, or like it's more just the little things that happened here. There was never a fire, like that one was something that just kind of I made up.
Wait,
But,
like, you didn't pee on a trash can?
No.
Oh, damn.
No, that just didn't happen. No, but but yeah, no, like some of the little stuff, like I mean, Leah's a lot based on me. Like I was very anxious in high school. I didn't know I had like serious anxiety disorders, and like I it's kind of based on me and my brother's relationship as well. NHS, for some reason, I was devastated when I did not. NHS was just such a huge deal, and I was like, I just didn't get it, and I was so sad. Like, but yeah, no, I don't know, and some of the bigger plot points too. But yeah, a lot of it was just based off my high school. And honestly, there's so much more I could have included. Me and one of my best friends, I'm still really close friends with a lot of my high school friends. And me and one of my best friends, we made a list one time over FaceTime. We were just bored, and we just decided to make a list of all the like weird, crazy things that just happened at our school. And like within like 10 minutes, it was like 5 pages long. We were just like it was on Google Docs. Like it was super. So yeah, it just was a strange, crazy, wild place.
Yeah, and well, you really like brought it to life here, and you
Thank
did a
you.
great job, right? Like, my goodness. Okay, I have a question. What's the emergency plan for when someone's Wi-Fi goes down on a live show? Yeah.
We cry profusely.
Yeah, Madison, you want to take that?
We don't really have one. That's something we're hoping never happens. So I'm knocking on a bunch of wood right now. We do have
knock on wood.
have Zoom on both their laptop and their phones. And during the rehearsal process, we figure out which one is better. So if they're on their laptop and the audio is funky, we're like, hey, can you try your phone? So my hope is that one day we get a plan, but also if we have a plan, then we're prepared for it, and then it'll happen because Murphy's Law kind of thing. But it'll happen. It'll happen.
I mean, y'all had to hold before, or like, didn't you have to like stop in the middle?
Yeah. Oh, I guess the real answer is if there's a catastrophic meltdown, we will restart. normally, and that's just the actual. There are like realities of this platform that we have to work within. You saw a couple of them tonight. Like there was a part tonight where Muhammad's internet kind of cut out in the middle of a scene, but like Abella did an amazing job covering, and we just moved on. It's really like it's still that we're live on stage to a certain degree, and it's just about keeping that mentality of how do we keep rolling, how do we make the show go on, because the show must go on. So yeah, good question. Next, everyone, for anyone who wants to respond, love to hear for some people who have not had a chance to talk. What was your favorite part of this process / how do you connect to this play? So it's really two questions. I'll let you tackle whichever one you want. What was your favorite part of the process of this particular one, and how do you connect to this play? Anybody? Give me a hand. Carolyn first.
The only other time I have seen this show or like heard the script was I saw a staged reading this fall semester at UH, and it wasn't where it is now, but it's come a long way and it's great. So it was just really cool to hear like different people reading the different parts, because like I was in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, but this it's not the same. Oh, I kind of like it better, but yeah, that's what was cool for me.
Awesome. Yeah, we're so glad to have you here all the time. Joan?
Well, when I first read the script, it was very interesting for me because one of my former careers was as a teacher. And I was an elementary school teacher, but I also subbed in middle school, and it's been a long time. And when I first read the script, I was like, boy, the social issues are a lot more out there now than they were then. And so it was really eye-opening for me to read the script and just realize and you know, especially being in a classroom with kids that are on medications and might have learning disabilities or whatever. It was eye-opening to me, but as I kept working with it, it was just great to really get a feel for it and to see how everybody handled their individual roles. And I thought everybody just did a great job. And I do have to say that I kept waiting for a donut to fall off of the poison control guy's phone. I mean, if you saw Home Alone, which I don't know if y'all have seen that, but
yes.
When she calls the police and a donut falls off of it, he's handling about the same as the poison control guy. So that was a big, I got a kick out of that. But y'all, and I'm just so impressed with, you know, the playwriting. Addie did an excellent job, and I mean, I'm just really impressed. So it was really fun to be a part of it.
Yeah, I actually want to continue talking to you actually about this process. I do have a question for you, and I think for Jacob, and if anybody else in the call has an opinion on the questions, what was the favorite part of this process, and how did you connect to the show? Then I can get to you after if you just give me a hand. But Joan, because this is your first time, I think you told me working on a new works process.
Yes.
Which is super interesting to me because I'm a playwright. All I really do, I mean, I do direct a little bit of normal stuff, but all I love to do really is work on new works. And this is your first time. And so I'm wondering like what was your favorite part about what that's different from working on like a Shakespeare or something at a community theater that you've been a part of, being in this new works process with the workshop. What was that like for you?
Well, I've done a couple of other Zoom productions, but they were just, you know, play readings, and they weren't really going into the plays in depth. I mean, that was just fun play readings of established plays, and we didn't do any rehearsals. We just got together and did it on a weeknight, and I enjoyed having the rehearsals, and it was really in some ways, as opposed to live acting. Of course, you know, when you're doing community theater, you have a lot of rehearsals, and you're working on your memorizing. And it was almost, you get to a point when you're doing community theater where you have your lines memorized, you have your stage directions memorized, your cue lines. And was almost, in some ways, it was a little bit more challenging for me to be reading the script and not have it memorized and have to know where my cue lines were and when I should turn. You have a lot going on at the same time, when you should turn your camera off and your audio off, and not to forget to turn it back on when you come in, and the stage directions. So it was a really good experience for me to experience it that way.
Yeah, and once again, like, I'm so happy to have you involved in the quarantine series. We love newcomers and we love getting more people involved, especially in our little, like, we're mostly from U of H, and so getting more people involved in the U of H family is awesome. And on that, I kind of want to talk to Jacob. What was this like? What was it like coming in to this process? Have you worked on new works before? And what was it like the workshop, especially? What was that experience like for you?
Yeah, so I have worked on new works before, and workshops, new plays and stuff. This is actually, but previous to now, I had kind of stepped away from acting for a little bit, and so this is kind of like my first foray going back into it, which is really exciting for me. And so as far as the workshop process goes, I mean, like, I'm all about like digging into the text and making tweaks and stuff, and getting the opportunity to work with the playwright directly. That, like, it's so helpful. I mean, you get the intention is so clear, and it's just really helpful. And so this is using this platform, working with all these new people, like, it's just like this whole thing has just been really, really exciting for me. I'm like I said, I'm completely 100% honored to be here. So thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, and we love having you here. You did a great job. And welcome back to the acting sphere. Acting. So anybody else want to hit that question, or I can move on? Antoine, let's go.
So yeah, with Coach Yeager, I had sort of a coach/teacher similar to Yeager. I mean, not like too heavy on the religious side or the forceful side, but like the motivational side, yeah, I can relate to that. So, like, some of the parts where Coach Yeager's trying to be motivational and get them, get on their hustle, be like normal kids. I mean, I kind of had like a teacher similar to that, so it was kind of channeling him to be Yeager.
Yeah, that's how you connected to the process. I think a lot of us had one of those coaches. So yeah, you have always, I mean, you played this role multiple times also.
Yeah.
And you always crack me up. Like, I'm just constantly laughing at your performance.
Oh my
every
God,
time.
yeah. Because Coach Jager was in the 10-minute. So Antoine was the first originated that role too, but he came in the October reading.
Yeah, and he's killed it every single time.
Killed it every single time.
So we have a question. This is kind of for me and Madison, I think. Were there any innovations that happened along the way with this full length and huge cast? Which, is a really good question, because we haven't done a script this big. But like, I don't know if you have anything, Madison, but I really feel like the process that we've sort of not perfected, but figured out, has really translated well to like all of the scripts that we've been trying to work on. And we were a little bit hesitant, or maybe not hesitant, but just
Weary.
a little, yeah, weary is it, not nervous, but yeah, weary about having what's it gonna look like how is it gonna be with all these people. But watching the stream tonight, it looked lovely. It was great. And so I would say no, there weren't really that many innovations with this full cast. We just sort of rolled along with our same sort of stuff. and it freaking worked, and they killed it. And we appreciate that. Okay, we're getting to the end of our talk back. Just want to let y'all know we are getting to the end. So we have a question for Addie. Okay, it's sort of two questions wrapped into one. So I'm going to go ahead and give you both. Where do you see this show going after this? Would you want to do more workshops, or do you feel like it's a finished piece? That's your first question. Is it finished? Where do you see it going? And two, I know Antonio asked this one. Do you feel like you're going to try and put this up from scratch, or get it produced by a bigger company in the future? So where do you see this play going, Addie?
I could see it getting developed a little bit more and maybe trying a few other things, although I feel like this is like the most complete it has felt in a really like in this whole process. Like today I noticed like this was like a 90-minute read, like, and that is like it has been a struggle to get it past like the six, like in between the 60 to 90-minute window is it's just an awkward place for a full length to be. So when I realized it was at 90 minutes, I was like, oh yes, like awesome. But because the note I've been getting is it's too short, like it's not quite a one act, it's not quite a full length. But this feels very complete, although I feel like there's a lot more I could do with it. What I really feel like could be possible is exploring some other mediums. This started as a 10-minute, and I wouldn't be surprised if it just becomes every single thing. But I was joking in the comments about like a musical, like maybe with a like SMART goals is like a number with like a dance break and stuff. Yeah, and I mean I'm going to grad school to write musicals, so that would be like definitely a possibility. But also I feel like this has like a lot of potential to be a TV show, just because all these characters have such like, and this world just has a lot of stuff it could talk about. TV shows make me nervous because I just rarely see them end well. Like, so like, I don't know. I've like not seen a good, like almost all of my favorite shows have had terrible endings, but like, anyways, but yeah, so like, I feel like it would have to get canceled after like 2 or 3 seasons, and then everyone would be like bombed, but like, it would just be like iconic, like Freaks and Geeks, like that's what I would want.
Okay, you are definitely overthinking it, but I love it. I love it so much. Like, get your dreams out there, girl. And yeah, you are going to make a fantastic TV writer. I already know that. So
like, I would be happy if this was every single medium. Like the 10-minute is a thing, like, because a 10-minute could still work. You could do a 10-minute and a 10-minute festival, and then you could do the full length, like high schools could be doing the full length, and it'll be on TV, and then like a Broadway run for the musical. Like, that's the dream.
That's the dream. She's gonna run the gamut of it, everything. That was a great answer to the question. Before we get to our last question, I want to hit up Scott. Scott directed this beautiful work, and he did an amazing job. I mean, not like the costumes, the prop handoffs, the character work, like it was all on point. And I just want to ask Scott, what is your directing experience like before this? Have you directed things on stage? And then also, what was it like sort of transferring to this platform, and what was were there any hangups or issues or new things that you had to figure out? What was that like for you?
I think this was like pretty easy going, because this is a great cast and everyone here is really nice at playing, and we're on top of it from the like first rehearsal already. So there wasn't much to like tweak and change at all. I haven't directed too much outside of like a directing class, but I love it.
Yeah, you did a fabulous job. Like, no doubt. We're getting that all in the chat. Yes, Scott. Woo, Scott, you did a great job. These are the comments we're getting. So there you go. We love Scott so much. Okay, for our final question. Hate to do this to y'all, but this is definitely for me and Madison. We're gonna close it out with this. I definitely just closed my Zoom and I don't know where it is. Okay. So the question is there a future for Zoom theater? If so, what will be this brave new world?
Oh, hell yes.
Okay, let's just leave it there, actually. No, I'm just kidding. Mads, what do you think?
I think that Zoom theater, I think using it as a tool for workshopping is something that is definitely going to continue. It's so much easier to get everyone in the same space through this virtual conferencing than it is in the real world. I think it adds a lot of accessibility for people who aren't able to go out and go see theater, but it does have its limitations. I think we will see some plays being written for Zoom to be made online, which I'm excited to see those. But I don't think it will replace theater. I think it will be an addendum. How do you pronounce that?
Addendum or addition?
I tried to do the one.
Yeah. So my opinion on this, and it is also echoing what Madison just said. Because Madison came to me with this amazing idea, and I was like, yes, we have to make this happen. And I was a little bit nervous about what it would be like to run a workshop, because I have a lot of experience workshopping new plays in a room with everybody. And part of that experience and running talkbacks and stuff is part of that experience is knowing how to read a room and knowing how to sort of like steer conversations in the right way by reading the sort of feeling of the room. And I was really nervous that would be extremely difficult on this platform. But the workshopping process to work on new plays, to get a playwright in the room, to get them hearing their play, to get them thinking about new edits, it's amazing. This platform is amazing for that. The hardest part of putting together a workshop or a reading is getting the artists in the room in the same place at the same time, because all of our schedules are always insane. And then 2, getting an audience in the room because everybody's schedule is always insane. And this platform changes the game for that. It is amazing. And our experience workshopping the plays has been great. I think every workshop we've had has been productive. The playwright has gotten a lot out of it. I've been really proud of the work that we've been doing in the workshop room. And so I think that there definitely is a future especially at least for us in workshopping plays. The new works process through Zoom is really great. As far as like Zoom theater, because this is Zoom theater, because it's a stage reading, but it's not necessarily a full performance. Do I see that in the future? Yes. And the reason, like Madison touched on, is accessibility. Bringing theater to a virtual space is simply the next step for this art form, because for the history of theater, for as long as it's existed, it has been extremely exclusionary and elitist.
Break the damn walls!
Break all the walls. The socioeconomic walls have always been there. People who just struggle to get out to the theater for whatever reason, whether they have a disability, whether they don't have a car, whether they can't afford gas that week, whether they have to work. All these things really limit the amount of people who can enjoy this art form and learn about the human condition with their fellow man, like by listening to a playwright expound. So this platform and the online space is amazing for that, to unlock those barriers and break them down. And so I do, in fact, think that Zoom, maybe not Zoom, but online play performances and using the virtual space to get theater out there more is certainly going to continue. And that's what this brave new world will look like. It will look like one that is way more equitable and equal, and less elitist and exclusionary. And that's what we're going for. So I think that's going to wrap up our talk back tonight. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us in the chat and asking these great questions. I want to thank again Joan and Jacob for joining our little UH team here, and Jacob just stepped back into acting, and Joan is stepping into like a new space with us in new works, and we just love that. We love that y'all have gotten this opportunity, and we love the opportunity to work with you. Thanks to all our quarantine series newcomers. Kat Thomas, amazing. Scott Searles, thank you. We love you. Michael Cifuentes, yes. Antoine, heck yeah. I believe the rest of you we've had before, but I do want to thank you guys a lot. And yeah, again, everybody who watched tonight, thank you so much. Congratulations to Addie on having an amazing new play. And we will see you guys next time. Stay tuned.